Since time immemorial, visionaries have been the beacon of light for millions of humans to help them attain salvation. One such visionary was Sant Atar Singh. His faith in good humans and their learning quotient led him to start the mission of promoting peace, moral values and trust. Thus begins the story of Kalgidhar Trust. A great mission conceptualized in the year 1906 to start on an unending journey. New dimensions are added each year. All this is accomplished under the guidance of Baba Iqbal Singh, who himself retired as Director Agriculture from the Himachal government. To see one in all and all in one is the motivating principle of the trust, which influences young minds, evolving them as better human beings and progressive global citizens capable of facing any challenge. The mission is serving the nation through the medium of value-based education, vis-a-vis promoting peace and rendering service to mankind. The Kalgidhar Trust is providing CBSE affiliated modern education blended with spiritual ethos in all its branches in the far-flung rural areas of Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, which attracts the unsung human talent, wherein the atmosphere is simple with an uncomplicated approach, rich with a spirit of potential and discovery. Students get all kinds of modern facilities exploring the finer aspects of science and spirit, of human values, of forgiving and awakening, all in the same breath. The teachers who are selected from amongst the best have the capability to motivate the students into exploring their inner and outer worlds. Senior and eminent educationists work round the clock, sacrificing their comforts to steadfastly realize the dreams of Sant Teja Singh, a Harvardian who was a brilliant educationist and took upon himself to achieve his master's vision by founding Badu Sahib in 1956. Yet another milestone reached by the Kalgidhar Trust was setting up of Eternal University at Badu Sahib. This university has successfully entered strategic partnerships with renowned American universities like the Wayne State University. The unique campus at Badu Sahib boasts of imparting education to its sophomores from a 5-year-old kindergarten student to a 22-year-old M.Tech in a drug-free environment. The teaching faculty at Badu Sahib, under the astute guidance of Principal Davinder Singh, delivers nothing less than excellence to bring about a breadth of accomplishment and activity in its students. The management leaves no stone unturned in giving the best to their students and getting the best out of them. Here at Badu Sahib, the children have mastered the Sikh martial arts along with other competitive sports. The trust feels equally responsible for the underprivileged children from the remote areas of Himachal Pradesh and provides totally free education through the English Model School affiliated to CBSE. Music, culture and tradition have always been a part of the eternal play. The Trust started Divine College of Music, resurrecting ancient musical instruments which were devised and used by the Gurus. Today, the Trust is home to a 32-member stringed orchestra. Students, with their sincerity and dedication, play soul-stirring and reverberating music to give us a true spiritual experience.
This is a tongue depressor. Tongue depressor is used to prevent.
Through the College of Nursing, which is the first in Himachal Pradesh, and the College of Teachers Training, the Trust is forearming the girl students to eke a livelihood in North India. Around 1,500 girls from all over Punjab are being trained as teachers each year at Badu Sahib to be absorbed later in the various branches of Akal Academy, thereby defying gender discrimination and becoming self-supporting. The Trust has adopted Women Empowerment Program not only on the campus of Badu Sahib, but also carried it to many villages. Akal Rozgar Yojana imparts training in embroidery and stitching to women in 10 village centers and provides them with necessary opportunities. The focus of the Kalgidhar Trust today is Punjab, as the food basket of India is going through another unproductive phase. The Trust, through its various initiatives, is helping Punjabis to acquire knowledge and distinguish right from wrong. Under the NVLB program, the Kalgidhar Trust aims to take value-based quality education to the 12,763 villages of Punjab. Donors come in large numbers to the Trust and donate land for opening branches of Akal Academy in their respective remote areas so that they can have their share of education and happiness. The volunteers then help in building the academy in stages, matching the resources at hand. Wherever educational facilities are lacking, the Trust resolves to establish the best infrastructure for imparting quality education. The teaching staff of various Akal Academy branches in the rural areas of Punjab are striving hard to match the standards set by the Trust in academic spheres by creating toppers in almost all districts. Each student is a role model who influences the life of 35 to 40 people around.
I wanted to serve the rural population.
I did my BSc Physics Honours and MSc Physics from Delhi University. I finally joined here as a teacher in Akal Academy, Badu Sahib.
More than 350 alumni of Akal Academy studying in various countries are today harbingers of peace. The Trust, by the year 2010, has 70 schools and 5 colleges in the rural areas of North India. The target by 2020 is 500 schools. The volunteers are working hard at grooming its students as model global citizens. Baba Iqbal Singh and his team are well aware of the growing epidemic of drug abuse in Punjab. Through the de-addiction centers at Chima and Jhadon, the Trust is trying its best to counter it. Some of the students have become motivators for their families. The Center Chima has a success rate of 70% because of the inherent spiritual component that has been added to the program. This makes this de-addiction center the most sought after by the affected rural folk of Punjab. The Akal Charitable Hospital is a constant scene of activity throughout the year. Poverty and disease-stricken villagers from remote villages of Himachal Pradesh and Punjab flock to the medical camps held here. These camps extend all possible medical aid to the patients through specialized treatment. The highlight of the spring of 2010 was the plastic surgery camp, which lasted for a week. The Trust had a 27-member team of cosmetic surgeons and support staff flown in from Canada who operated successfully on 350 patients. Kalgidhar Trust always responds to the cry of humanity. The organization was amongst the first ones to reach out to Kashmiris when the earthquake struck in 2005. Many a mosque, temple, gurdwara and school were rebuilt with a yeoman service rendered by the Trust. Along with this, a heritage library was also restored to its original glory. The chanting at Amrit Vela in Darbar Sahib is a major source of inspiration for the students as well as the staff. The Trust, through its specially designed projects like Sahaj Path and Anahad Bani on a national channel, prays for peaceful coexistence of various faiths and for the well-being of the entire universe, thus making way for the earth to be a safer, more peaceful, sustainable, sensitive and more equitable place. People from all over the world have joined hands to help the Trust grow and realize its unique mission. The Kalgidhar Trust is an unassuming fountainhead that is plodding silently towards advancing all aspects of life: education, health, socio-economic upliftment, and empowerment, leading to permanent peace in the universe.